Welcome, everyone. Welcome today to another life reset workshop. I am glad that you showed up here today because it's not easy, let's be honest. Not a lot of people are looking to look into their life and to re-examine or audit or just to even, sit back to reflect. A lot of people are used to being on the go, let me just keep moving. Let me just tell me what to do. Like, what do I need to do? Where do I need to be? How do I need to act? Let me just do. We just want to do, but we don't want to do the thinking. We don't want to reassess. We don't want to reflect. And most of the time, it's because a lot of us are too scared to see what we are going to see. We're too scared to realize the truth. But the truth is that if you do not look back, if you do not look at what you have been doing or what you have been having, the results that you have been having, then you are just going to keep recreating the same old results over and over again. Nothing new is going to come in, nothing new can stick, and nothing new can actually last. So today is that session whereby we are going to do an honest review. We are going to re-audit our lives. So welcome for joining today. So I am going to share my screen with you so that we can continue with this session. So as you are here today, I want you to have a honest mindset. I want you to just 1 second. Yep. So as you're here today, I want you to have an honest mindset. I want you to be honest with yourself because this is not an inspiration session or a motivation session to, tell you, oh, you are this, you are that, to inspire you and then you don't do nothing, or to just make you feel so good about yourself in this moment and then you're back to your old self. No, this is not one of those sessions. This session is for you to actually sit down and take practical steps that could take you forward, for you to come out of this session and say, I know what I'm doing. This is what I have declared that I am. And this is my results that I'm going to get. I'm no longer doing the old. This is now me. So this is what this session is about. So I want you to grab a pen and a notebook, or if you want to write it on your phone, or if you want to do some recording and then answer the questions later, just be ready to open your mind to the questions that are going to be thrown at you and allow your mind to bring out those answers, because that's the only way you are going to be able to know the truth. You cannot build something new on top of anything old. The new is just not gonna last. It's gonna dissipate and the old will reappear again. And that is why a lot of us, we have these goals that we want to reach and we push ourselves so hard and we work so hard to attain the goal, but immediately we relax a little bit, the old starts to appear. That's because we did not troubleshoot the foundation. That's because we did not lay a good foundation. So this is what we are going to be doing. So before we move any further, I just wanted to find out if anyone has got any questions. All right, good. No questions from the chat. Just mute your mute yourself wherever you are, please. Okay. So now let's talk about our life because this is all about life resets. I want you to look at 5 areas of your life: your energy, your relationships, your work, yourself, and your purpose. Now, we are going to look at your energy first. I want you to rate yourself across these 5 areas of your life. And then every day in the morning, no, every day I want you to think about your energy. So look at the way you've been using your energy every day. Is it satisfying? Do you feel like you're using your energy right? Do you feel drained? Do you feel energized every morning? Just rate yourself now from a score of 1 to 10. I want you to rate yourself based on how you feel with your energy. Now, with your relationships, how nourishing are your relationships? Are your relationship and expanding you? Are your relationship draining you? Are your relationships inspiring you? Are your relationship making you feel more of life, like full, making you feel like you have more life? Or is it making you shrink, like, oh, I have to hide myself, or I cannot be seen? I want you to judge yourself on that aspect. And now I want you to look at your work. The work that you do. You might not even be doing any work, even if you're putting any energy into something during your day or during the your waking hours. It could be taking care of children, it could be taking care of parents, it could be taking care of anything, but anything that you put in sufficient amount of energy into, let's just say that as your work. So right now, is that work meaningful to you? Is that work purposeful for you? Is that work adding more to your life, or is it draining you? Is it making you feel less adequate? Is it making you feel disempowered? Is it making you feel empowered? Is it inspiring you? Is it giving you what you feel energized about to want to put in more of your energy into? Now I want you to rate yourself on that, please. Okay, okay, how are we doing so far? Hmm. All right, good. So now I want you to look at yourself. How do you feel about yourself? Do you like yourself? Do you feel empowered when you look at yourself? Or do you feel, oh, I don't like the way I look. Oh, I don't like the way I talk. Oh, I acted too quick. Or do you feel like, oh gosh, I'm getting it. Yeah, I am one powerful girl. I make things happen. How do you feel about yourself? Score yourself. Now, I want you to look at your purpose. What is your purpose in life? What do you feel is your purpose in life? Like, are you achieving it? How do you relate with the world around you? Do you think that there is a need or essence of you being where you are right now? Or what is the one purpose that you've always had in your mind to fulfill on this planet? How do you feel you're relating to that purpose? I want you to score yourself. Okay, so if you've scored yourself across these areas, I want to congratulate you because it's not easy. And try not to edit or go back and forth with the scores. Just take whatever number you've given yourself and congratulate yourself for allowing yourself to see the true version of what you are currently being. Now, our score is just a surface score. It's not actually what is going on underneath it, because there is so many layers right underneath, right above our scores. So if we're to look at our scores, we'll feel like, okay, this is what I feel right now. However, if someone, or if you were being transported to another planet or another environment, and then you were asked to re-examine your score based on the societal beliefs, based on the environment, your score would change, wouldn't it? So, for example, if I was living in my home country, Nigeria, and I take my life right now and go and live in Nigeria, and I was meant to do this, my score will definitely change. So, it is, this makes us see that the way we live our lives have to do with how we see ourselves and feel about ourselves, and how the world around us reacts to that. So basically, how the world around us reflects how we see ourselves, because the world, everyone around us, is a reflection, a confirmation of who we are. Everything we see and we observe confirms that which we believe in ourselves, and that helps us reaffirm our belief of how we see ourselves. So, this is where we are now going to look at our beliefs, because our beliefs determines how we see ourselves. Our beliefs help us to see things in a different way. And everyone's belief is different to each other. That's why you can have two people living in the same country, going through the same circumstances, and one feels elated, happier, and the other one feels so sad and doesn't just want to be in this world anymore. It all has to do with your beliefs, because your beliefs shapes the way you see yourself. And if you see yourself in a certain way, that also shapes where you think from. And from that thinking, we we feel in a certain way. And from this feeling, we act accordingly. And that is what is creating our results. Now, a lot of us feel like, oh, you know, our beliefs is natural, or is something we're just born with, or it's just something we grew up into. Says, I want to let you know that our beliefs, what we've conditioned ourselves to believe, was not originally who we are. Because if you were to look back to your life when you were a child, you had different beliefs in you. In fact, as a child, as a baby, you were a clean slate. There was no human conditioned belief in you. We came into this world knowing that we can do anything we want. We came into this world having that strong mindset that we can rule the world. But as we started growing, as we started looking at our environment, our parents, our society, that belief, we started to lose it. The true identity, actually, of who we are, we started to lose it gradually, because we became dependent on our parent. We became dependent on the society, our environment. And slowly we start to lose it. And as we started losing it, we started creating and planting in our mind a new, different set of beliefs. So I'm just going to take you to as a child. Just need to drink some water. Mhm. So I'm just going to take you back to as a child. When you were a child, you You believed that you could walk because you could see every other person around you walking. You did not doubt yourself. You just thought to yourself, okay, I'm ready now. I'm going to start walking. And even when you walked, you will stumble and then you get back up, you walk. And we've just had that belief that we can do it. But as we started growing, something in our mindset or from what we have taken from the environment started to make us feel like you cannot do it. So it says, I want you to know right now, there is a true identity in you that we all had as children. And there is conditioned beliefs, mindset, ideas that we have bought into and is not truly us. So right now we are going to do a little exercise where I want you to write now who you think you are at the core of your being, at the center of your being. Who do you think you are? I want you to write that down. Even if it's just a couple of sentences, short sentences, write it down. And then I want you to write down what you are currently being or who you are currently being. So you believe at your core that this is who you are. Like for me, I would believe at my core. I said I would believe. It means I'm not fully believe. I believe at my core that I am very, very powerful. But right now, who am I currently being? I want you to write it down. I'm going to give you 2 minutes. Now, once you've written that down, I want you to look at these two, who you think you are at your core and who you are currently being. I want you to have a look at it. Now you can see that there is a gap. It seems like there is something missing. And right now, you are in between, you're in the middle of the two, and you're thinking, oh my God, there is there is something missing. And you being in the middle of it is why you feel restless, is why you don't feel whole. Because when you claim that this is who you are powerful, you are, you are like the best author, you are like the best cook, you are a powerful businesswoman, but then you are acting differently to who you are. That actually affects everything around you because you are meant to be whole. You are everything that you claim to be, but you are not being that person. It makes you feel a sort of disconnection. This is where we get restless. This is where we feel unease. This is where we start having that feeling. It could be negative, but you just don't feel like, you feel like there's a push, you know, this is the subtle difference that we need to resolve. Okay, my queen, let's continue. Now, now that we have spoken about who we are and what we believe, we are now going to look at our values. Our values are what drives us, what gets us closer to who we really are. It's like a compass to allow us to remember who we truly are, that identity, that true source, that power that has always been in us right from when we were younger comes from our values. Our values push us closer to more of who we are, to the fuller version, to the bigger version, to the God-like image of who we are. So I want you to write up to 10 values, the things that, or let's say just the traits that you desire, that you value. I want you to write it down. I hope no one is not gonna write that I value money, because money is not a value. Money is just a means of value. Money is a source, is a source that we use in exchanging value. It's not actually something valuable, because if you look at money, money is just like, it's paper, right? But behind that paper, what does that paper give you? Does that paper give you more choices? Does that paper give you more freedom? Does that paper give you ease and peace of mind, more peace of mind? Does that paper allow you to be of service to your family, your friends? Does that paper, what does it give you? Those are the things you need to start listing down, because some people say, "Oh, I value money so much. I love money so much." Yes, it is not the money that you value. It is what that money is gonna give you that you value. And then if you value beauty, what does that beauty give you? Does it give you self-respect? Does it allow you to be more of who you are? Does it allow you to stand out? Does it allow you to be more expressive? Does it allow you to go after your goals so it makes you more powerful? Write it down. If it's well-being you value, does that well-being allow you to be more alive? Write down 10 things that you value. Now, once you've written, I know that might not be giving it enough time to write down the things that you value, but please go over this recording again. So once you've written out what you value, I want you to score yourself against each value. So out of 1 to 10, how are you currently honoring that value in your life? Are you just, okay, saying to yourself, "Oh, I value love," but then you don't show love to people. You are not loving yourself. You are criticizing yourself. When it's time for you to rest and you're having headache, you have a headache and you've been working so hard. It's now time for you to rest, but you decide to push, push, push and ignore your body. Is that love? That is not love. If you say you like ease or you value freedom, and then you have the free choice to go on holiday, you have the free choice to not work on the weekend, you have the free choice to not cook or clean, but you decide, "Oh, I'm just gonna do it. I don't have the freedom, I'm just gonna do it." That is not freedom. So I want you to score yourself according to this value. Now, once you've scored yourself according to this value, I want you to have a look right now at these values and the score, and say to yourself or ask yourself, where are you in direct conflict with these values? And you would already know it when you score yourself, because when you look at your values and you look at the score, so say for example, I value freedom. It's one of the reasons why I do what I do. And when I looked at my score of the freedom, when I looked at the score, And I realized that, oh my God, that score is so low. I thought to myself, oh my God, is that why I feel unease? Is that why I'm always like thinking I have to push myself harder? Is that why I'm always thinking, oh, I have to finish this work first before I can get this freedom? That is your gap, because you are in conflict with what you value. Like, I value freedom, but then I'm pushing myself, telling myself that freedom cannot be earned until I finish work. I'm telling myself that I have to do this and do that before I can be free. I'm telling myself that, oh, I have to earn a certain amount of money before I can go on that holiday. That is not freedom. That is conflict. I'm in direct conflict with what I value, because what you value is already within you. You don't need to be or do or have anything to exercise those values. Those values are internal, they're stored. All you just need is to allow that value to come out. So I value freedom. I want to be free to do anything I want. But then that freedom is saying, yes, yes, we are free. We can do anything we want. But then I stop it. I say, no, we cannot be free now. We have to work. We cannot be free now. We have to end this. Who is stopping you from expressing those values? You can see that it's no one. It is me. It is we. We are in direct conflict with our values. And for as long as we continue to be in direct conflict with our values, we'll always feel stuck. We'll always feel restless. We'll always feel not enough. We'll always feel not there yet. And this is where the problems and the trouble is, that we have to release and let it go. So, right now, before we finish this session and move on to the second session of the 90-day strategy, we are going to do a release short meditation, just to allow us to spiritually, mentally, and emotionally drop those baggages, drop and release those hindrances that has been in our way and stopping us from being who we truly are. So this is just going to be for like 2 minutes. And right now, I want you to close your eyes softly and relax your shoulders and take a deep breath in and out. One last time. Deep breath in and out. Now, I want you to look at your life right now. Look at what you currently believe about yourself, that you know it's not you. You know that is not who you truly are. Whether it's being a role that you've outgrown, whether it's expectations that you did not agree to, or expectations that you unconsciously agreed to. Whether is having an identity of being less powerful, an identity of trying to please people, or having an identity of trying to fix everyone's problem, or having an identity that says, I have to work harder. I cannot rest until the work is done. Whatever you believe in that has been limiting you, making you feel small, and driving you away from who you truly are. I want you to look at it. Ask yourself, is this mine to carry? Why do I keep carrying this if this is not truly me? Huh. I want you to look at it and say, today, this very minute, I release you. I am letting you go because this is no longer me. This is not me anymore. I let you go and I'm dropping you down today. Whatever it is, I want you to see it as a heavy load that you were dropping down. In your imagination, take that load off your head, off your back, off your hands, and just drop it down. Now, take a deep breath in and out. Say to yourself, I am letting this go right now, and I am dropping it down right now. Now, shake your body just to feel free again and lighter. Take another deep breath in and out. Now, slowly open your eyes. How was that, my ladies? So, this is what I would like you to do before we move on to the next session. I want you to ask yourself, what would your life be if you actually just stopped carrying what you just dropped? What would your life be like? Think about it and write it down. All right, my ladies. So today we are going to move on to the next session of this workshop, which is the 90-day plan, the 90-day strategy that we are going to look in. We are going to formulate and take action on. So we have released the belief and we have now reclaimed who we truly are from writing about who we think we are. Because who you think you are is really who you think you are from your core, not who you believe you are and what you are currently being. So we've moved away from that. So because of we have now claimed the identity of who we truly are, we are now going to formulate a plan to make us live accordingly to who we think we are. Because if we're just going to end it here, the body is just going to automatically go back to being who we've always been. There will be no changes. You've changed. You've made that declaration internally. Right now, it's time for you to make that declaration physically in your body so that your body can see it that, oh, this is who we are being now. Okay, we've changed. The body might struggle a little bit, but it's your determination to hold on to your identity of who you are. It's just like a mother. A mother does not wake up in the morning and start saying, oh, I used to be a single person. Okay, I'm gonna act like a single person. No, a mother knows that, oh, I'm now a mother. This is who I am. So I take care of my children. That is the same way we want to do. You know who you are, you go and do it. You don't say to yourself, this is who I am, and then you go back to acting like a single person. So let's take the action step right now. So we are going to build a 90-day strategy, and I am going to share my screen with you once more. Just bear with me. Okay, here we go. So, to build this 90-day reset map, which is a strategy, we are going to be splitting this into three pillars. So, we have three pillars. One is clarity, the second is action, and the third is your environment. Your clarity is your decision that you've made of who you are, it is your identity. So, you've made that decision. This is who you think you are. And you've made that decision. I do not want to be restless anymore. I do not want to feel stuck. I do not want to be feeling that gap of, not being my true self, of not being connected or standing or aligning with who I truly am. So I have made that decision to stand here because this is who I am. And I'm not going to be standing here anymore. Standing here was conditioned mindsets by my family, my society, environment, experiences. No, that's no longer who I am. This is who I am now. So once you have that clarity, then it is easy for you to take action. So the clarity is that you have your identity. For example, I have made that identity with myself that I am a very powerful woman. Okay, I speak my mind freely. I speak when I want to speak. I speak and act with intentions. I am valuable. I give value and I bring more value into my life. That is who I am. So you make your decision and you say, this is who I am. Once you've made that identity shift, you now say, okay, I have made that identity shift. I'm powerful and I'm valuable. I'm a high value woman. Okay. I speak with intentions. I carry myself with class. I am loving. I am kind. I am peaceful. This is who I am. Now I'm not going to look at the action steps. You could also say to yourself, because I value well being, and that is my strong suit. I am a very fit person. I'm healthiest person you can ever meet, regardless of what my circumstances tell me, regardless if my belly or my belly is today or tomorrow is looking small or bigger. It doesn't matter. I know I'm fit. And why? Because I have confirmed it with my actions several times. That is why you can see someone that is big and they know that they're fit. They know that they're strong and healthy. They know they're even stronger than a lot of us. And it's not about the way they look. It's about the actions that they do that confirms it. So we have made a bold declaration of who we are. Okay. So I have said I'm a very powerful person. I'm a very powerful woman. Now you're going to look at the action. What is one action that I can start? What is one action that I can stop? What is one action that I can protect? Just one. So I say to myself, I'm a very powerful woman. So I say to myself, because I am powerful, I am going to go out and speak to that lady that's been avoiding me, or I have been avoiding her, because in my head, I've thought to myself that we're not in the same class. Kind of, no, we are now in the same class because I'm very powerful. So that is one action step I'm going to take. So that's what I'm going to start. I'm going to start going after people that are powerful and stay in the same class because I am powerful as well. That is one action step. Then, what is one action step I'm going to stop? One action step that I'm going to stop is I'm going to stop shrinking. I'm gonna stop putting myself in situations that I'm not gonna talk. I'm gonna say, oh, because I want peace, so I'm just gonna keep quiet. I'm not gonna get involved. I want peace. No, I respect other people, but I'm still gonna talk because I know I am impactful as well. I know that I bring value. So I'm gonna stop shrinking. And if God says, Titilayo, talk, I will talk. So that is one thing I'm going to stop. No more shrinking. What is one thing that I am going to protect? Oh, I'm going to protect my peace of mind. Because when my mind is at peace, when I'm not having too many ideas cluttered in my mind, then I cannot, carry out what I'm meant to carry. I cannot act powerful. That's when I will shrink. So I protect my peace of mind. Okay. So for a woman who is trying to lose weight, or for a woman who is trying to, act and be fit, act like she's fit, she could say to herself, oh, one action I'm going to start is I'm going to start working out, regardless. Even if it's 5 minutes or 10 minutes, I don't care. I don't care what other people are saying that you have to work out for 50 minutes or 1 hour or 10,000 steps or work out every day. I don't care. I'm just going to start working out. 10 minutes. I don't care. It makes me fit and healthy. 10 minutes every day. I'm going to start working out. And then what's one thing I'm going to stop? Oh, I'm going to stop eating junk. I'm no more eating like everyone else. No, that is it. A fit person does not eat junk every day. It doesn't mean that I'll restrict myself, but I'm not going to eat junk anymore every day. I'm not going to be eating that chocolate every day. I'm not going to be eating those biscuits every day. Maybe I'll just eat it once or twice a week. But that is it. Disciplined with myself. And I'm not forcing myself, but because this is who I am, that's what I'm going to do. So you stop it because you've decided you're going to start something and you decided you're going to stop something. And then what is one thing to protect? Oh, I'm going to protect my morning routine because that is when I want to work out. So I'm going to wake up early, nobody disturbs me, and I'm going to work out in that space. So that is how you take your actions. Now, your environment. Your environment can either make or break you. I've had this discussion a lot, and some people feel like their environment does not have a big influence on their life. It's more of their background, their family background, or where they come from. Please, your environment has a bigger impact on your life than where you've come from, or your genetics, or your family background, or whatever belief. It has a bigger influence because it's like a signal, like a reflection back to you. And your brain can either accept or reject it if it aligns. And most of the time, we're always accepting it because there is no identity to reject it. So you are going to look at your environment, your surroundings. What is one thing that you want to stop doing or start doing? If it is, oh, as someone that wants to be fit and healthy, you've that person, you've claimed that person, your environment has to mirror that. You now have to say, I'm going to have to redesign my environment. I'm going to have to join a community or start a coaching program that reflects that. So you start on that. You start a community that reflects that, and you start putting yourself in that community. Or you might want to redesign your environment and say, I'm not going to be going on social media and be looking at people that are so fit because it's affecting, the way I feel about myself. And if I keep feeling that way about myself, it makes me weaker to not take action. Then you want to start redefining and say, okay, I'm not going on social media anymore to look at people that are fit because it's affecting me negatively. It's not actually inspiring me. It should inspire me, but at this point, I'm not being inspired because of maybe the state of being that you are. Then disassociate yourself from that environment. So these are the three pillars that you want to look into. So step month one, you choose and you leave it. And you do this on a daily basis. On the weekend or after a week that you've done it, you reflect on what you've done. You said, okay, our identity remains the same. Our identity doesn't change. I would say take one or two habits, make one or two decisions one at a time and work through it for 3 months. Do not take a multiple loads. Like I would say, oh, okay, I want to be a very powerful woman, and then I want to be a high value woman, and then I want to be free and have more freedom. No, just take one and work through it. Otherwise, it gets overwhelmed, the system gets overwhelmed, you cannot cope through it, and there is no balance, then other things are just not working out as well, and you stop and start again. We don't want to do that. So one thing at a time. So every week you review what you've done. You say to yourself, okay, I said I'm gonna, I'm a fit and healthy person. That is what it is. I'm not changing it. But you look at your actions. Did I follow through with my actions? Did I follow through with my environment? You review that. And this is not a time to judge or criticize yourself. Just say, oh, okay, I didn't follow through. What's the reason I didn't follow through? Oh, okay, this happened. Okay, can we take an easier action? Could we maybe soften it? Could we make it easy for us to reach it? Or could we just, rather than exercising 5 days or 6 days, could we just start with 3 days or 2 days and try and maintain that and then build from there? And then you look at what you said you were going to stop. Oh, I said I was going to stop eating junk and I've ate chocolate 4 times this week. Okay, maybe I could reduce it to I only eat chocolate 3 times this week and see how I go from there. And this is how like you reflect and then regulate and you reset every week. So month one, we are reflecting, regulating, and trying to recalibrate ourselves to our true identity, what we've clarified ourselves to being. Now, month two is where you test and you deepen yourself. So you already know who you are. And month two, you test yourself. You go out intentionally to parties or to places where they are eating, maybe having more junk food, and you just go there naturally, but you are also watching yourself to see, oh, if you resorted back to eating unhealthy food, if you resorted back to not working out, you test yourself. Once you test yourself, you reflect on a weekly basis as well. What made me what made me regress? What made me decide to go back? And this is where you start filling in the gaps. And this is where my coaching program comes into this. I'll tell you more about it. Then month three, you strengthen and you stabilize it. This is where you 100% know. It's like a new mother. You know, when a new mother has just had a baby, she's like, still wobbly with her routine, still not knowing, how to fully stand. You've been there on month one, month two. By the time the baby's 3 months old, she's already like on again. She's strengthened herself. She already knows this is who I am. She's no more like trying to find the right routine and everything. But for some people, it might take a bit longer. It's just an example. But month three is where you actually strengthen yourself and know, okay, this is who I am. I'm a mother. When my baby cries at 5 a.m., I'm waking up, I'm feeding it, because this is just who I am. I'm a mother. So this is month three where you strengthen it and you stabilize it. And month three is where you have your 3 to 5 non-negotiables that you're not messing around with. So if that is being fit and healthy, you say to yourself, I have to work out every week, even if it's 2 to 3 times a week. Even if I design my workout plan and then I decide to take 6 weeks, 1 week break, I'm still going to work out. It's who I am. I'm always going to eat healthy. Even if it's 70% of the time, I'm going to eat healthy. And then I'm not going to associate myself with, bad environment that influence me negatively. No. So you make your 3 to 5 non-negotiables. Those non-negotiables are not you forcing yourself. They are standards that you stand by. For example, one of my standards is to always look pretty, regardless, you know, whether I am going to just the salon to make my hair or whether I'm going to meet a friend, just look your best. I want to feel my best every day. So I'm going to do it, regardless of how I feel. It's just one of my standards. And I rock with it. That's it. So those are the 3 pillars. And that's how you build your standards. Your standards form your identity. Once your standards form your identity, it is natural. It is who you are. Things just come to you, you attract. It's just like celebrities. It is who they are. They are celebrities. So regardless of how they feel, they still impress. They still act their celebrity way. It doesn't matter how they feel. Their feeling does not work with their standard. They feel it's, oh, okay, but I'm still gonna dress up. You see some celebrities, some rich people that have lost a lot of money, they don't have any money in their bank account, but that does not define them. To them, I'm still rich because it's who I am, it's their standards. And once you have a standard, you don't break your standards for nothing. You upgrade them. So, ladies, this is your 90-day plan that you set. Just before we go, I want to talk to you about my program. So, I have got 2 fantastic programs. One is a body reset and one is a life reset. The body reset, I'll come into it. Well, let's talk about the life reset. The life reset is basically part of what we've just done today. We are resetting your life to the life that you truly want, the life that you have been thinking it is not in this lifetime that you can live that life, the life that you're thinking is out of your reach. We are resetting it because everything that you think of, there's a possibility that you can have it. It's a probable event that can happen only if you will choose it, only if you will focus on it, only if you will observe it, then it comes into this reality. Because everything that we have right now around us in the physical form have been chosen, focused on for it to be here. And this is where the life reset comes into place because I help you to move through your conditioned way of living, through what you have lost along the way, through not recognizing and knowing the full essence, the true essence of who you are. We help you reconnect back to who you are being, to who God has made you to be, your true essence. And then we do a reset. The reset that we do is grounded. On a day to day basis, you are going to be having reflective prompts and videos and audios that you can listen to that will reprogram and rewire your mind. And then you are going to be having supportive group text from me by SMS in a group. And then you are going to be having live coaching where you can ask your questions, where I can support you, where I can guide you properly, where we can troubleshoot each activity that you're going through in your life, where you can come to me and say, "Oh, I'm trying to, stop saying no. I mean, stop saying yes to everyone, but I'm stuck. I can't seem to find my way out because when I said yes, when I said no, I felt guilty. And then when I ran back to saying yes again. I don't know why that's happening to me. This is where I support you because you can do this work on your own. But it is going to be hard for you to fully be that person with the same mindset that created it. That mindset needs to be renewed. You need to see things from a different perspective. You need other people to come into your life to help you see further than what you are currently seeing. We all need each other. I need you as my reflection and compass. You also need me. We all need each other. And the Life Reset does a fantastic job at that. It is a 9-month process. You reset your life, whether it's your energy, your time, your body, your relationships, everything gets reset. You fully step into that life, that version of who you've always seen and known yourself to be. That is what you get with the life reset. Now, the body reset is just a nutrition and fitness club whereby maybe mentally, emotionally, there's nothing holding you, there's nothing stopping you. You are just there because you've gone through the emotion, the mental state, you've gone through all of that, the spiritual state, you are one with yourself. Now you just want structure, rhythm, you just want to move through it. That is the Body Reset Club. You get your fitness routines, you get videos, you get support as well to help you move through it, whether you want to tone, slim waist, whatever you want to do. I'm there to support you, to guide you, to tell you about the right food without you restricting yourself, without you dieting, without you overworking yourself at the gym or even at home or doing 10,000 steps. No, 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 you don't even do that. I don't even have that as a rule. There's no 10,000 steps because I don't even do 10,000 steps. So why would you even do 10,000 steps? I didn't do 10,000 steps to achieve what I have today. I used to do that before, not anymore. Body reset does all of that. It guides you. You get guidance, you get support, you get structure, you get rhythm. You are not just working out for the whole year. You get breaks in between, and then you get circles. You rotate your workouts. You rotate it according to your rhythm, especially for women. We have different rhythms. There are different times in our life where we don't want to go hard. We just want to go easy. There are different times we want to go hard. And there are different times we just want to be all balanced. There are different times like where you just want to be on holiday, where you just want to be moving, you still want to eat, you don't want to like lose yourself. You also get in a nutrition cycle as well. The maps that helps you to rewire your nutrition and help you to eat consistently healthy, normal foods with no restrictions, no diet. You don't restrict yourself to not having ice cream, chocolate, biscuit. No, because you've been through the whole rewiring of your eating process. Everything is just like easy in flow. Now, the fitness and the nutrition is also part of the life reset. The life reset is just a full package of fully resetting your life. You get your energy, your time, your body, you upgrade your identity, new standards, new life. The body reset is just nutrition and fitness, where it's just that's just the focus. So there are two pathways, and I always direct women to just do the life reset because the identity upgrade changes your life. It makes things effortlessly. It allows things to come into your life with ease and balance. So I will be right here if you would like to go into any of these programs and to help to give you the right support to help you make a clear decision if you're still unsure of which program you want to be in. I'll be right here to fully support you and work through that. All right. And you can feel free to book a clarity call with me, or you can just apply. Like the Body Reset Club, you can join anytime, cancel, you can upgrade to the life reset if you feel okay, you want more. So feel free to apply for either programs and you can be rest assured that your life will be transformed. I can guarantee you, if you make that decision and say yes, because making that decision is powerful. It's a change of direction, claiming who you truly are and what you are. So make that decision, take that right action step, and join one of these programs. All right, my queen, it's a girl, Titilayan 3.8. I will be answering your questions after the I stop the record button because this might go up on YouTube. So to keep everyone's questions private, so I'm going to stop the record button right now and then I'll take your questions after that. Thank you. Just wait for the question and answer session. All right, thanks.